give a big hand, Mr. Douwe Bart Mulder, the co-founder and CEO of Printr.
Very superstitious writings on the wall. Very superstitious.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Douwe, and I'm the co-founder of Printr. And we are bringing 3D printing to everyone, now and in the future. And I will explain to you today why we already have 6 manufacturers closing the deals with 6 manufacturers with license deals worth over $500,000. But let me start at the beginning. As a kid, I loved watching Star Trek, and I often fantasized about what life would be like living on board of a spaceship. And one of the most intriguing things they had on board was the food replicator. A cooking appliance which you could tell what you wanted, for example, a glass of water, and then the glass of water was generated. "3D printing is something that resembles that idea. You come up with something you want, and then you print it. But unfortunately today, it is not as simple as telling your 3D printer what you would like to have. On the contrary, 3D printing is still in the Stone Age. And the only way to interact with a 3D printer right now is like using a computer from the 70s or 80s. Some of you might remember that. 3D drivers and 3D design programs are very difficult to use. And as a result, 3D printing is not a generally available technology yet. And the users of it right now are mainly hackers and geeks. We've been talking to hundreds of 3D print users, and there's one story that keeps coming back. Someone buys a 3D printer and then finds out that it's really difficult to use the machine. And as a result, it is put away after just a few weeks. The problems with the current 3D print solutions are that 1, the average user does not have the skill to design something in 3D. And 2, when a 3D design is available, it is still very difficult to print it because there are no user-friendly applications to control them. And even if you do master all of these programs, you can still end up with a failed print, costing a lot of time and incredible frustration. Over the past 2 years, we've been working on a solution that solves both of these problems and makes 3D printing truly accessible for everyone. At Printr, we have built an operating system for your 3D printer, and it's called FormiteOS. And FormiteOS will be implemented in the 6 of the most innovative companies in the industry as of this year. And we currently have license deals worth over $500,000 already. But we're not forgetting that there are already 500,000 3D printers on the market, and that the users of these printers all have the same problems as I've just explained. For them, we've developed the Element. The Element runs FormiteOS and can be plugged directly into your 3D printer, just like a USB stick. Now let me explain to you how easy it is to print something with FormiteOS. This is John. John has a 3D printer at home, and he has bought the Element. And John has a great idea for a new iPhone case that he would love to print on his 3D printer. So, he goes to our website, he opens up the iPhone case app, and in just 3 clicks, he can design or customize his own iPhone case. And by simply hitting the print button, his design is sent through the Element to his 3D printer, where he can watch it being created before his very eyes, just like Star Trek. So, with our software, everyone can start modeling. You print in 3 simple steps, and there's no need to install any software anymore, because everything runs in the cloud. Like I said, there are already 500,000 printers on the market, growing annually by 20%. And Gartner expects that this will grow up to 2.3 million printers by 2018. 2.3 million printers that all require an operating system. You might know that the Netherlands is quite an innovator when it comes to 3D printing. We have, for example, Ultimaker that builds 3D printers. We have Shapeways that facilitates 3D printing. And you might have heard of another startup like us, 3D Hubs, a marketplace for 3D printing time. But we do not compete with these companies. Formite and the Element complement them, because they enable anyone to design and print in 3D. And the manufacturers love us, because we enable them to sell their 3D printers to a much broader audience. And we sell the Element to the existing 3D printer owners that are on the market already. Which brings us to our business plan, which is really straightforward. We receive a license fee of around 100 euros for every printer that is sold with our software. And the target end user price for the Element is 125 euros. Next week, we will launch a Kickstarter campaign where we expect to sell between 4,000 and 7,000 units of the Element, generating a revenue of over 500,000. And we've got the help of Pim Baptiste, who was asking the great question to Nelly already, to help us with the Kickstarter campaign. Pim was the inventor of online crowdfunding, and he will make sure that our Kickstarter campaign will be a huge success. And we have a great team. We are very ambitious, and we all have complementary skills. Remco was one of the first 3D print resellers in Holland, and he has sold and serviced more 3D printers than most of you will ever see in your lives. And Chris is our web hero. Amazon, Google, and Shapeways all have requested him to write documentation about our architecture because it's so cutting edge. And Cecile, besides her being the most charming of us all, she's our operations manager. And she has gained her organizational skill organizing the world's largest student think tank. And we've surrounded ourselves with a team of programmers, engineers, and industry experts to make sure we deliver the perfect solution to our customers. And for me, I've been involved with technology and innovation for 23 out of my 24 years on this earth. At high school, I designed, manufactured, and sold my own electronics online. And with the help of the hardware team that was responsible for the winning solar boat on the Solar Boat Challenge last year, I believe we will overcome any technical obstacle we might face. And we have some amazing mentors whom we would like to thank for their help in marketing, sales, and management, and the Kickstarter, of course. So, to sum it all up, we have deals in the pipeline, and with the Kickstarter campaign coming up, we expect to sell 10,000 licenses this year, generating a revenue of over 1 million euros. Next year, we expect to boost this up by turning over 40,000 licenses, generating a revenue of well over 3 million euros. And we will become the leading standard in 3D printing software. To do this, we need an investment of 600,000 euros to speed up the development and to take on all the manpower we need. We already secured, as of this morning, 200,000 euros. So. And there's one more thing I would like to share with you today. You all might have heard of the Hyperloop, the high-speed transportation system brought forward by Elon Musk, the founder of PayPal, SpaceX, and Tesla. This morning, we got another phone call. One manufacturer, our first manufacturer, called us, and they confirmed that Elon Musk has chosen Nectar to be the 3D printer for the Hyperloop project. This means that the Hyperloop will be prototyped exclusively with our software. So, as you can see, Star Trek is almost reality. We can print the cup, or the glass, or the Hyperloop. You just have to fill it up yourself. My name is Douwe. We are Printr, and we are bringing 3D printing to everyone. Thank you very much.